Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ready to Love panel with me and Talisa Ray. Me and my big sis, Talisa Ray. What's up, Talisa? How you doing?
Good. I'm doing okay. It's a good day for relaxing. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday and everybody is getting ready to like have a good time and party. I'm gonna be watching it in my bed.
Hey, I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be watching probably on the couch, and if the halftime, Kendrick Lamar doesn't produce, I might be doing halftime. I may be taking a nap, but we'll see how that goes.
Oh no! See now, you notice that I'll fight you because you know I'm a native Californian and I know that Kendrick Lamar is gonna do an
Uh,
exceptional job.
yeah, I know he is. He's gonna do a great job after spending,
Yeah,
especially after winning all those Grammys this week too.
it's over. It's
It's
over.
over.
It's over.
He about to shut that bag. About to shut New Orleans down. With Lil Wayne
Yeah, and
mad.
whoever want him there that's from New Orleans is gonna change their mind because he's probably gonna do something really great.
Yeah,
So
Wayne ain't gonna be mad anyway, but it's gonna be okay.
it'd be fine. It'd be
It'll
all
be,
right.
it'll be all right. It'll be all right. But we here to talk about Ready to Love, man. The first episode of Ready to Love just happened the other night. Ready to Love Philly, as people are calling it. We saw a wedding. We saw a guy with 5 kids. We saw all kind of things from this Ready to Love. People who've been married twice. Man, it's a lot. Hey, let's get started. What stood out to you the most? What was your first impression of the 5 people that was there? I mean, the 10 people, the 10.
I thought it was a decent mix. I felt like there were a couple people there that might really be ready to love. Like they really wanted like a relationship. We're really looking for a relationship. And then there were people that I was like, oh, they need to knock it off. And then when Ready to Love showed us that wedding, honey, I said they really trying to make us believe that they are getting, having people actually match and have good relationships. So I'm excited. I haven't been excited about reviewing whether it be Ready to Love or anything else. So I'm excited about it. So I might be a little extra. I might be a little extra.
I had to apologize because I didn't think Camille and Cornelius would make it this far.
Yeah, I saw you apologize.
I did. I really had to apologize because I thought they were over, right? I thought they were done. I thought this was for TV.
Yeah.
I didn't think. I thought she was I don't want to use the word aggressive. Get in trouble for those. I thought she was really possessive of Cornelius. I didn't think they would make it, but who knew that behind the scenes when the cameras went away, they was actually working on their relationship and they got to this point. So, best wishes to them and congratulations to them. I saw your review and you reminded me of Simone and what's the dude's name? Dang.
Rashid. I couldn't think of her name.
Yes, Simone and Rashid, how they came on the last episode, and by the time we get to midway through the season of that episode, they no longer together because he, financial infidelity. He wasn't honest about his finances and all this other stuff. So I mean, I can't think of any other marriages from Ready to Love, but
me either. He was a narcissist, is what she said. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah. I don't know these people, so I don't know. But he was working on whatever he was working on. So, but I don't even Camille and Cornelius. I was like, they still together? I didn't know that they were. I felt that she was a little bit controlling back then. So I was surprised too. That's all I had was I didn't think that they were gonna make it. You apologize. I did not because I'm still looking like they really together.
Right. And the thing that gets you is that they weren't the ones on that season. They weren't the ones that lasted to the end. So when he's like, oh, Ready to Love match, yeah, they matched on the show, but they didn't match because at the end of the show,
right?
They both got eliminated. They both were not ready to love. Or she eliminated one of them got eliminated, and the other person eliminated. The other one left as well. So when he says Ready to Love marriage, I'm thinking people who made it to the end and went on. I don't think there's one
that made it to the end. What's their names? There's one. The one that sings and the big guy. God, what is they?
Clifton. Clifton and Joy.
Yes, they made it. They seem to be doing really, really well. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, so that's one.
That's it, though. That's it. Because everybody else, I'm all like, I don't know of another single person.
Nah, it's not a single person. But, I mean, again, hey, hats off to him. Hope it works out for him. Hopefully we're not seeing a couple months or a couple weeks later or years later that they're not together. So I hope it works out. To connect some of the people, man. Who was some of the people that stood out to you? Some of the men or some of the women?
So one of my favorite people is Deanna. I hope I'm saying her name right. The firefighter. I
Yes.
felt like she was like the most natural, like she was herself, she was confident, and she knew that she wanted a relationship and what she needed from the relationship. You had mentioned, and I forgot all about that. You had mentioned that she had said, because she's a firefighter and she has to be so strong and in control and in charge, that she wants a relationship so that she can be a little soft. I really liked her. She seemed really, really cool to me. She seemed like she gonna make it. I ain't like her dress, but I did like her personality. I liked her as a person. I liked the way that she talked with the women and the men. When she was talking to the women, she was kind, and when she was with the men, she knew what she wanted. Now, when they saw Jay, I was like, they like him. Okay, a lot of people liked him. I was like John or whatever they calling him Jay. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I right, Lady J, I really did. I really like Deanna. I think that she is so far my favorite. What about you? Before I go to my
No,
male.
it was the same one. It was Deanna. It was two that stuck out to me. One was Deanna and one was Kiera.
Oh,
Um,
Kiara, the
yeah,
hottie, the baddie.
yeah,
That's what they
yeah,
call
yeah. Betty. Deanna stuck out to me because of being a firefighter. I'm like, yo, you don't see too many women firefighters like that who's strong and confident. Like you said, I'm like, yo, she's strong, she's confident, and I think she know who she is, and I don't think she's gonna play any games with anybody on this show. So I think she's gonna be one who's gonna be level headed, and I think she might actually find it. And Kiera, she just was intriguing from the fact of where she came from, what she's looking for. I know she's kind of a little bit young, but it was interesting to see the people. The interesting,
So I'm 48, 33 would be young, wouldn't it?
yeah, it would be young. It would be young. Look for me too, right? uh, but for the people the way she was talking to the guys, she was really trying to uh, um, interview him. But there's some red flags with her too. Talking about my man, my man, my man. A little too early, right? A lot of that stuff is a little too early. Like she's clingy, just a little too early. But just off the first presence, it was her that walked in. And I believe the other one that caught my eye or that I made like this is interesting. I want more, hear more. And I think it was Angie.
Angie, the
Because
one that lost her fiance, Angie.
Beyonce, right? Yeah, because
Yeah,
I want to know how is she? Are you really healed from that? Are you really on? Are you really ready to love again with that process? And will you be nervous if this goes to the point where you do get engaged that something bad may happen?
yeah.
Sometimes that messes with people's minds. So those are people that I was really intrigued with coming into it. So that's the ones that stood out on the good side. Now there's a couple people who stood out on the other end, like I'm not messing with you, like Sierra or Sahara.
I like Sahara. I like Sahara. But before I say how much I like Sahara, I thought Kiara was cool, but there's something about her for me that felt like it was her representative. It felt very, I ain't gonna say, I said she was superficial and maybe might have been low key shallow, but it's like I just met you. Like I don't know. It just feels like we don't see her yet. Like we're getting a little bit, but I don't feel like this is her full persona. This is I'm fine. Y'all know I'm fine. I'm amazing. I should be a princess. You should treat me like that. And that's how we all should feel. Even men, I feel like we all are gifts, okay? And nobody's a bigger gift. We all are gifts to people. But there was just something, and when it hits me, when it comes, I don't know what it is, but it's something, and I'm hoping I'm wrong about that. But she did remind me of one of my people told me her Tasia, her name not Shiloh, but Tasia from one of them seasons. Like this part of her and the way that she speaks and the shape of her body. Like I feel like God, when he created people, he makes cookie cutters. And so if you ever pay attention, a lot of people have the same kind of look. Anyway, let's go back to Sahara.
Look, I just wasn't just. I know she had a lot of confidence. It's just to me they didn't give me or she didn't give me a lot of information about herself, right? Where like I know we knew that she was burning candles, she was involved with the earth and in tune to that. But to me, I'm like with the guy, she seemed like somebody I could hang out with, but it didn't seem like there was somebody that we could really that was really there for out of all the other women that nobody else connected with her. So it's like she didn't fit in with that group. And I'm glad Tommy and them gave her another chance. To me, it seemed like she didn't fit in with that group of people from there. And she may find somebody, but that group that was there that she was with, and they always do that. There's always one person that may not fit in that circle. And I just felt like she just didn't fit in that circle with those with everybody else that was there. But they want to know why do you I feel
like she came as herself. Most people come as a representative. Like I was talking about Kiara, most as well as True. Most of these people come with their representative. Like this is not who they are. I feel like I like Sahara because she came as her true self, told us who she was, told us she was a spiritualist, low-key a black witch. Like I love all that about her. I love that she came in and said who she was and was true to it. Like, and that she's like really from the hood. Like she gave me that energy. Like maybe Kiara might be from the hood. Like some of these people from uptown. I don't know if that's the urban area or what, but they're not giving, like, I don't feel like, so you know how at Married First Sight we talked about not like showing her like this is who she is with her homegirls and this is who she is with the guys. I feel like that's what most of these people are doing except for Sahara. For me, she came as her natural self. And the homegirl that everybody is always talking about, oh, she was more like a homegirl. Oh, because she was cool and regular. Like what? I don't understand. Like if I'm cool, I'm regular, I'm showing you who I am. We laughing, we having good conversation about just regular stuff. Why am I not good enough? Like I don't understand why my homegirl. Now, if you think I'm not attractive, that's something different. Instead of saying I'm not attractive, you saying I give you homegirl vibes. That's something else.
I think that's what they're saying. When I hear homegirl vibe, I think
okay.
Not, because I just think about the people that they talked to in the past. Like they always gave the homegirl vibe, like to and I know I'll probably say some episodes that some people may not remember, but when they talked about Tasia, they gave Tasia from DC the homegirl vibe, right? When they talk about Tressa from the Houston scene, they gave her the homegirl vibe, right? So I think when they're saying giving the homegirl vibe, it's like we're not attracted to you, but we can hang out with you. Like we're not, instead of saying we're not attracted to try to not hurt people's feelings, they give them the homegirl vibe.
I can see that being a thing, but the difference. So when they gave us a peek of her before, she was like, okay, I'm gonna come super sexy. I think that's the difference between the homegirl and the people that they like. They're coming in as their regular self. They're not coming in super sultry and sexified and look at my body, because though she was thin, she was very curvy. Like she just didn't have on something form-fitting or dressy per se, right? And so for me, I think people be missing out. I think I like her. I don't know. But that's just, that's just me. I'll be weird. I'll be liking the people that people don't like. I'll be a little.
For me, there's some people I didn't like on certain episodes. I'm not gonna say no names, but there was on certain seasons I didn't like at first. But time the season ends, I was like, you know what? I can rock with them.
They seem all right. Yeah, I would agree. I agree.
So I may warm up to Sahara later, right?
Maybe because she gonna make it. Evidently, she makes it.
Depends on how long she's on the show. Yeah, I seen some clips, and she may told you it's a different group. Sometimes different people, different groups, and different folks in different groups will vibe different ways, right?
But she also dressed different that first day. She had on a blue dress. When that little piece they showed, she had on a blue like bodycon dress with her arm, like with just the straps, and so it's a different. Her hair is up, like it's a different look, a different energy that she's coming with.
Yeah, and she has her own unique style. I mean, her vignettes, that jean outfit that she had on was unique. It was different. So I think she have her own style. So everybody in the chat talking about this, man. Your thoughts to Jay, right? Jay.
Yeah. Jay is. I would not have been attracted to Jay when Jay first came up. I was like, no, you got these braids. You're not attracted. He kind of reminds me of Seal.
Okay.
He gives that, he has that kind of look that Seal has, except for he has braids. But I think more so. The whole 11 years in a relationship for 11 years with somebody, that kind of really because looks aren't always, initially that's what we're attracted to, but as you get to know people and you have conversations, you start liking them for other things. But that 11 years, you were in a relationship for 11 years. I'm all like, well, what was wrong with you that you didn't think you guys should get married or even be committed? I don't know. Maybe they were committed and then they decided things don't work out. I just don't know, because you were with her for 11 years and now you're saying you're ready to love. What was the difference? I want to know the story. Give me the background story. And you're a single dad, right? So you say that the mama lives in Virginia, which I'm all here for. Like, these kids I got, let their daddy say, let me take care of them. We can split half and half. I would have been like, So I mean, I'm really happy and for them in that aspect, unless something's wrong with the mother. Like, what's wrong with the mom? What's wrong with her? I don't understand. But I'm not. I wouldn't say I would be attracted to him at all. In my review, I did say braids. I can't do no braids. Like, what are you doing with the braid? He would not be somebody that I would talk to if I was out and about. And I low key feel like because they're only going to have 10 men to choose from, right? So these are the first five. They're
Mhm.
just looking at, well, what about him I do like? Because I don't know about them. I don't know if them women, I don't know if Deanna, who said she liked him because he was tall and he was dark, I don't know if she would talk to him. She don't give me that energy. Who else was it that liked him? Oh, my man, Kiara.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So maybe he had an energy, a swag that we just not getting through the TV because they with him a little longer. I don't know.
The 11 years to me, I've always have a problem with somebody who's been with somebody for a long period of time and you guys are not married, right? And if this you're looking for love, ready to love, what made you stay in that situation for 11 years? Was it the kids? You've been providing for 11 years. Y'all have a whole family together, and you tell me she wasn't good enough, or they wasn't good enough to be married. I mean, I think he said, I'm about my money and about the kids. So she wasn't bringing in no money. Was she not? Was there a struggle there financially? You're a cybersecurity guy, right?
Right.
So you're making some good bread, right? And so what my question, if I was one of the women, like no one really asked, 11 years you ain't get married? Like, or maybe we didn't see, maybe they did ask and we just didn't see. But that would have been my first question as a woman. Like, I think somebody did say you got commitment issues. Oh, that's why him and True got into it.
True got into it.
Because True, like, no commitment.
Yeah.
11 years, like you're a player? Because he said, well, my for the last 4 years, I just been out there. She like what, hoeing around?
She was.
Like
I have a thing about True. True. She not really ready to love. She not. She not
True,
ready. She
True
wants
was
to, but she not ready.
True was digging into him. So those are questions, and that was one of the things they said about her. She was more like interviewing people. But that's a question that you ask a guy if you aren't ready to love. Like 11 years, why aren't y'all married? To me, that would be a good question. Like, why didn't you get married over those 11 years? What made y'all stay together for 11 years? What was the struggle?
I understand the questions. It's not necessarily the questions. It was the energy for me behind how she was asking the questions, especially when we first got introduced to her. And your homeboy Naeem, 5 kids, 3 baby mamas,
Oh, we get
asked her why you not married. Well, what's up? Why you're go? I think you're beautiful. I think you're gorgeous, or whatever he said. Why aren't you married? And she said, you got to ask these dudes. They ain't no good. So for me, if you don't think men are that there are no good men out there for you, what are you doing here? You talking about you ready to love? These are still just men that are out that came in from wherever. They just from they might have been picked up because they was handsome or signed up and they wanted to do it and answered the questions right. This don't mean that they are what you quote unquote are looking for. So for me, when I think about True, I thought her questions would have been good, but her energy was so negative. It was you're a player. Because if I'm not with somebody for 4 years, that just means I'm having a good time. I'm really trying to figure out what I want in life. I feel like she has gotten therapy, like she said, but I think that she needs a little more time alone because to me, she gives very hard on people. Like, I'm very hard on you. I don't know.
No, I get that because I looked at it too when she said that to him. I'm like, well, you ain't with nobody. I think she told somebody else I ain't been with somebody for 2 or 3 years. So you just been holding around, or have you just been out there, or he could have not been with nobody for 4 years and working on himself because he just left for 11-year relationship. So those are the type of things that I think she had when she was talking to John or Jay. She just had a one-track mind of who she perceived him to be.
Yeah.
And not that he could be a father who's there with 4 kids taking care of his kids and doing what he was supposed to do, and handling business. Again, I think she did come off a little rough in her conversation with Jay. I think True has to I want to say dial it back just a little bit and be a little bit more vulnerable or be a little bit more open and have those great dialogues, not the dialogue that you're attacking, but the dialogue that not judging them, but the dialogue that you're trying to learn and listen to them and find out who they are. you know, without being judgmental, because she could have been easily said okay and then not said anything. I think somebody put in the chat if a guy had called her a whore or a hoe, it would have been a whole uproar in a situation how people would have carried it. So it becomes one of those situations where she has to be mindful of her surroundings and who she's talking with, because some casts in some years it could have went a whole totally different direction, a totally different way. I'm gonna show you. So y'all don't like this? I mean, y'all don't like y'all. I mean,
no, no, I do not like it. I do not like green eggs and ham. No, I do not like it at all. No.
But everybody had high things to say about Jay, so the conversation must be good. It must be a Philly
He must
thing.
have some really good energy about him, because that can change. Again, you only got the 5 people there, and you trying to stay as long as possible. So you gonna connect with whoever you can connect with. So maybe he's had enough of the freedom and wants some commitment with someone. Because I mean, I know you said 11 years and never been married. If you never were like, I don't ever want to get married again, right? So if people don't want to be married and you're together, then I feel like you've made a commitment to them, right? There's
committed.
Yeah, like 11 years is a long time. How old was Jay? Jay is what? Jay is, I don't even see John name.
Jay, I gotta look at it. I'm finding how old Jay is. But again,
he's 34.
Okay, but you're still committed.
11 years is, how old was he 11 years ago? What is that?
23.
And then he talking about for the last 4 years he just been living his life. So wait a minute, how long was you with the girl? That's also a thing. It started too early.
It sounded like a high school relationship.
Y'all had that first child early, then y'all turned around and had another child. I don't think he told us how old his kids were.
No.
But I feel like he might have been too young. So you looking 15 years is really what we kind of looking at. Minus 34 is what, y'all masters. I'm not. Okay. Yeah.
So you're looking at about 17, 18 years old.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's on time. Then we talk about Eddie, man. Eddie, everybody called Rick Fox tall, light skinned, got a 9-year-old, general contractor, build houses, make moves. Everybody's feeling Eddie.
Everybody liked Eddie. Yeah.
Deanna and Eddie had a great conversation that's when she was like, look, I need to be more comfortable. I'm looking for a man that I can be relatable to, that can kind of take control as I can relax a little bit and be at home. I thought that conversation was good. Jury's still out on Eddie a little bit, maybe because it's a slick hair. I don't know. It looked like he got some moves that he's trying to make on people. Eddie looked like, as I said, Rick Fox wannabe. Eddie looked like he got some ways about him. But again, a good representative first. We'll see how things progress. But I think, there's a lot of people who love Eddie.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the ladies liked him. That whole little curly hair he had. He's tall. He's attractive if you like light-skinned men. Like, though, if those are the things that you like, he absolutely fits in. He seems to talk well. But he also said that he wanted to be married. I think that was what I wrote down. I can't.
Yeah, he did want to be married.
He wanted to be married. And so that's huge. If he in there, if somebody's saying, well, why are you here? And he's all like, I'm ready to be married. A lot of Black women that are available and ready to be married are like, oh, yeah, this is it. And he didn't seem disrespectful in the way, in his energy. He seemed welcoming. He seemed open. He was willing to answer questions. But I did like him and Deanna. I liked how they communicated and how they worked well together. I did like them a lot. I did. I would agree.
Then we have my man Naeem.
Yeah, that's your friend. That's your favorite.
Look, that's my favorite. Look, I love it. When Bruh said, and now before they even led up to, Naeem had conversation with True. They had a good he had a conversation with Kiera, and there was decent conversation, and he was open up sharing. But when he said he had 5 kids with 3 baby mothers or 3 women, I'm sitting here, and just as a guy, I'm like, they're not gonna like you. Then when Kiera did the math, well, my 2 and your 5, that's 7 together. I'm like, man, it's a brand new Brady bunch.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's not gonna be a good guy. I'm not gonna say he's not ready to love. What I'm saying is when you're coming in a relationship or you come in a place like that and you have more than 2 kids, and even when you add 3, maybe, but when you say 5 with 3 different 3 different women, you're asking a woman to take on a lot of drama that's unnecessary. And whether you, well, possibly whether you want drama or not, you're asking her to add a lot to her life, and some people are not ready to do that.
So go ahead.
No, and that's why I was like, he may be cool, everything may be good, everybody may get along, but when you add another piece to this, that's something else he's gonna have to balance.
So, couple things. I like the fact that he shared immediately that he had been adopted. I like the fact that he shared that he gets therapy. I like the fact that he said before with his relationships, he was looking for love and realized that it needed to come from himself first. And then all of those things were pluses to me. And so with that being said, him having that I'm attaching to you because I'm desiring, I want love because I didn't have my family is why he has all those kids with 3 baby mamas. He was searching for something. So I do think 5 kids is a lot. But we also have to consider he's not a single dad. So the likelihood of those children being with their mother is high. He is hopefully a good father, because if you're not a good dad, I don't want to deal with nobody who can't take care of their children.
Right.
But a conversation, instead of judgment being made, a conversation should have been had. And this is why I'm going to say this. Y'all don't judge me, judge your mama. When it comes to women, right? When we have more than one more than one child, and a man is dating us, they are automatically looking at us like we have a lot going on. Because, of course, the children are 9 times out of 10 with us. And so that means if I get involved with you, I'm automatically have to connect with your children when we get together. I remember when I only had the one son before I had Kingston, my homegirl used to be like, oh yeah, you're a hot commodity because you only got one son and he's 11. And then I had another baby and she was like, why would you do such a thing? You're never going to get married now because blah, 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 blah. But I ended up married. Okay. After I had my second son. But the fact of the matter is, I think that right now we're just getting to know these people, and we need to figure out what is that relationship like with those mothers. If you're in therapy and now you love yourself, to me, that seems like you have figured out how to navigate these difficult spaces, that you have an understanding with them, and that you're willing to be like, we can collaborate together and make arrangements when it comes to these children. But that's just me. I feel like he needs to we need to give him a little bit of space. And I see Rhonda said that he said there is a little drama with the moms. Well, you got to ask him, how do we fix that? Because I can't be with you with that. Because Kiara was like, I don't want no drama, but I think her biggest issue was that it would have been 7 kids. That's more than a Brady Bunch. Yeah, I don't know. I liked him because he rubbed feet. That was one of the first things he said. I'm a foot rubber.
Oh, you just like the foot rub situation.
Yeah.
But no, he was honest. I just say, I think, and I forgot about the fact that he did say he was adopted. So, and I just hope he doesn't use that on a regular basis, that I was adopted.
He will. He will. He is.
I hope he doesn't use that, play that card, but he does. That he can talk to the women who are interested in him, and he can kind of can make them feel comfortable with what he has. Again, we don't know if the 5 kids live in the same state. We don't know if they live with their mom or they live with him. Or we just know that he has 5. So we don't know. We don't know the ages of these kids, so they could be grown, right? I think somebody from one season had 5 kids or 3 kids, and all the kids were grown, and they only had 1 left. So we don't know the whole dynamics. But I just, as a woman, and not judging, because if a woman said that she had 5 kids and try to talk to a guy, it'll probably be a no for a lot of the guys.
Yeah. Oh, it would absolutely be a no for a lot of the guys, hands down. He's 4. I was trying to see how old he is. He's 42. Like, it would be a no, immediate no for. I'm not gonna say for all of them, but for a lot, because you do hear women who have a lot of children. They're like, oh yeah, I got married again. Oh, they might be doing some things and putting some things down. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you do hear people who have more than 3 kids, and they get married and have relationships. So I don't know. And maybe I'm giving these people too much grace because I don't know enough about them, and I'm trying not to judge them yet, because I don't be judging people, but I will have an opinion of them soon enough.
Yeah, I'm giving, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna hold off until we see about 3, 4, 5 more episodes before I can say, you know what, he don't need to be long here. She don't need. They got issues. So,
You see
there
these
are.
questions?
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go here first. Do y'all think you would even cast a woman with 5 kids with 3 fathers? I don't think they would. I don't think they would cast a woman with 5 kids with 3 fathers. I just don't think it would happen because I think the likelihood of her being selected, unless the fathers passed away, would be different, right? And then if she got 3 men that passed away, somebody might be looking like, why did he pass away? So I don't think they would cast someone like that.
It's
I think
unfortunate though. Like
it is unfortunate because people need love, right? Regardless of how many kids I have, I'm looking for love. I'm not looking for somebody to take care of my kids. And that's what I think sometimes people gotta understand. I'm looking for you to love me. I don't necessarily need you to love them because I can take care of them. Now if we come to get to that point and we can do this together, then maybe so. But I'm not looking for a replacement father. I'm looking for somebody who can nurture and take care of me. So to answer your question, D, I don't think they could.
Agreed.
Well, they did cast somebody pregnant before. She was in Houston. She was pregnant.
Right, but did she? I don't remember. She didn't tell them that she was pregnant.
Yeah, she didn't find out till like after the wedding because this was midway through because she was on the resort. That's what Houston resort.
Dallas, Houston.
Yeah, Dallas, Houston. They was in a resort or something like. They was in a resort and she found out she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think they would, but who knows, right? Who knows? I can't tell you what they might, but I don't get it. Then we get to our buddy that everybody loves, right? My man Will.
Oh.
Your thoughts on Will, because Will was a lot.
Will was weird. I wasn't even like, he wouldn't be somebody that I would have been attracted to. Like, he was a handsome man, but his energy, something about his energy was questionable to me. Outside of him being divorced twice, getting married 2 times after his parents died, and then being with them for a year. Outside of that, outside of him only laughing, and making jokes and not being serious, outside of that, there was something about him that just wasn't, that made me feel like he might have been a little fluid. I said that in my review, and I still mean that he might be a little fluid. And kind of really unsure about the things that he wants. He didn't seem like he was really clear on what he wanted, like what he desired. I don't know I hope that makes sense what I'm saying.
Yeah, it makes sense. Go ahead.
Yeah, so for me, I don't think Will was a no. He was the person that I said that they would say no to. Yeah, I don't think that he's really sure about what he wants. Being married twice, only being married for a year, not really being able to like express himself without jokes, and being a little like a little shady too when he was sitting with Sahara. He was a little like shady. I don't want to say zesty because that's not really what I mean. But
I can't remember the comment. What was the comment he made that made her stop in her tracks? He made a comment. It was like a sexual comment. I can't remember. I have to go back and watch. And he made a comment, and she was like, "Huh? What?" And I can't remember the comment. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. And
yeah, I can't either. I didn't write it down. Look at me.
Yeah, I didn't write it down, but it was a comment he made, and she was like, and it might have been a sexual comment or something. But Will was one.
Yeah, I wrote down a little weird. Will is a little weird. That's what I wrote. Yeah, he's a little weird. I don't think that he's ready to be in a relationship like that. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, the marriage thing got me every time. And I get people get emotional and they get caught up in the moment they lost their parents. But you just go get married. Like, you can go get married to a person. And
there it is. Asked if the ex was a chronic masturbator.
That's what it was. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nola. But yeah, like, why would you even bring that up, right? That's not even a joke. Are you going to talk about the guy? First of all, another guy masturbating, right? And then you're going to ask, was he a constant masturbator? And then he made, but her being, well, she also, she made a reference to her being wet. She like, I'm Sahara and I ain't dry.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad about it. I didn't feel no way about it though. Like,
I knew what she was trying to imply.
Yeah, I knew what she was trying to say, and just was trying to be like, and that's coming next week. We're gonna see that next in its entirety next week.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that was this week, Nola. I think that's, or was that this week?
Yeah, she did it twice. Yeah, she keeps.
Okay.
That must be her joke when she introduced herself to people. That must be the thing that she
must be her. Her way in.
Her way in. But when he said chronic masturbator, nobody wants to hear that. I guess you're trying to. I'm just thinking from my perspective. I'm introducing myself to these people. They don't know me, right? Yeah. I think all the sexual jokes and all that from the first day got to go out the window, right?
I didn't even date though either. I just met you. Hi, my name is Talisa. Like, yeah,
not even date. We're just talking, and you bring up and then you bring up the fact that why are you getting married to two different women after each one of your parents died? So you have no more parents. So what's gonna make you now get married? Why do you want to get married now? And I don't know if they asked Will the right questions or not, but why do you want to get married now? And why didn't it end? Like, was it your fault? Is your reason at the end, or you realized that you made a mistake, or was it on her end? People said they get married. I like to know the story. Why did it end? Tell me, let me know what made this marriage not work. Was it you or them? Or was it both of y'all? So that's the thing. Will was weird. And with all the women, he was, even because he was there, if you look at it, he was there with all the women by himself. And then he was with the women all by himself, and they all got the ick from when Will was talking. They didn't feel a Will in the conversation. So they wasn't feeling Will at all, because Will is just, it's weird. I think they get one of these guys every show too. A person who's just weird. A person who's just who says the first thing that comes to their mind. And I think that was Will. Will said the first thing came to mind. I thought he was being a comedian. Somewhere it said, they gave him biotech, but one of the previews I said it seemed like he was a basketball player at one time too. So he might be one of those guys who's been around a lot of women, if you know what I mean. And so it's like, I'm just trying to get my feeling. See where I'm at.
Yeah, he absolutely gives me he's not ready. Like, he absolutely gives me like he don't need to be on there. Like, he has no clue what he wants or desires. I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows himself enough. That's the energy he gives me. Like, he doesn't know who he is. That's why he got married so fast twice. Just doing some stuff to fill a hole, empty hole. So, yeah.
The one I didn't have much with Wayne. I on my review, I said I forgot about Wayne. I really did. I didn't have much on Wayne at all. I apologize to people, but Wayne to me, this episode was just there. So if y'all got something to chat about Wayne that you like or you don't like, let me know, because to me, I didn't get anything on Wayne.
I liked when he was talking to Angie. Remember, he sat down and talked to Angie for a little while. Now, remember, Angie's 40 and he's 36. He sat down and chatted with her for a little while, and he seemed to have conversation. Like, I think they come in with how you be at home, like, I'm getting ready to go on this show. What kind of questions should I ask somebody that I first met? And one of the things was, what kind of people are you attracted to? Like, right. And I think that made me like Angie, because she was like, I'm attracted to you. Like, no, I ain't gonna do that. No, I might say, I ain't gonna be like, you my type. I might be like, you're attractive, or I think you're handsome, or I like your smile, or something like that. But I said this year I was gonna do better. So I said on my review. But and then he turned around and said that he found her, that he thought she was beautiful, and they exchanged numbers. That little bit of like,
oh yeah, that was it.
That was all that they had. But I liked the interaction that they had.
Hey, he seemed like a nice guy.
He seemed like a nice guy, but we're gonna have to wait and see, because he's 36. And I don't know. I guess I have a thing about men who have like any kind of hair that they have, like mine in the front. Like, he got the locks, and the locks come like this or something. I don't really like that. I don't like it. I got issues. Okay, I'm the problem.
Yeah, that's all I can remember. Wayne. I mean, him and Angie, they have a great conversation, and they did exchange numbers. And we talk about Angie. Angie's the one who told us that she was engaged.
Yeah,
and she was on her way down to the aisle. And after he engaged, he had a heart attack and passed away.
Right.
And I was like, dang. Like,
yeah.
Like, dang. Like, that's hurtful, because you getting ready to get what you want. Love, you found love. Y'all getting ready to get married, and he's no longer in the picture one day just because of he having a heart attack and not being able to recover. So like I said, when we came on, I just want to know if she is healed and ready for this. And then
I'm hoping that she is. She gave me the energy that she was like. She said something to the effect of, "I'm ready now." I did something. I don't know. Can't remember what it was, but it seemed like she's ready now. She seems to be open, at least to dating, because she was huge on. I normally attract men that are shorter than me, and shorter men, they long other places, and so she was busy talking about their anatomy, right?
Yes.
So I don't know if she's just ready to be dating or if she's ready for a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And you ready for dating, that's cool. Most of these people just gonna be dating anyway. They ain't gonna be in love. And if we only know one that's really okay, now two, since then people got married, that are still together and their relationship is actually working out for them.
Yeah. So we'll see what Angie. I think Angie is gonna be. I think Angie will be a keeper. I think Angie's gonna be around for a while because I think she really wants the love, right? She really wants the companion. Whoever she hooks up with, whether it's Wayne or somebody else, that she's gonna be in for it. She's gonna be true. Then we have Kiara, the princess.
You like right? Kiara. You like Kiara. You like Kiki.
I do. I think there's an energy about her, but I think whoever ends up with her is really gonna have to take care of her. Right, because she's a daddy's princess. They're gonna have to maintain, because she got a standard, right, where she wants to be at, and you got to maintain that standard. You're gonna have to be a special person to be with her. But I also think there's somebody on the that can I don't want to say soften her up, but change her mind to the way things are done, or how change the way,
be a princess. That ain't gonna happen.
Right, not be a princess. Her perception of what things should be. That you can be loved a different way and not always being bought things. You can be loved a different way and not always being put on a pedestal.
I don't know. People's love languages are they love languages, and one of them is gifts. So one of them is gifts and acts of service, and those are things that are are huge. And if those are her boundaries, if that's what she wants, she gets to tell people, you're not it. Because there's somebody I know we always talk about, we always kind of get to this place of like finances and stuff and relationships. But there's somebody that is willing to do the things that she wants and that she needs and wants to cater to her in that manner. So listen, I feel like if she can get it, then go for it. Like,
right. I think she said she want a man to put full forth effort. She want flowers every day. I think she said she said she want flowers on a regular basis and yeah.
I want flowers on a regular basis too. That don't mean often. I dated somebody who I got flowers once a week. They went to the flower mart down here and in the district, and they got me flowers. I got flowers every week. Now, when I tell you they just gave me the whole flowers, they wasn't like, oh, I did all the other part to it, but it's a possibility. She want
to be court. Now, when me and Jack first got married, after about a year or two, on my way home, there was a flower shop, and I used to bring different different color flowers home every day. Now, I had that now. Well, that stopped, but you can start again.
Maybe you better start up. Maybe
I might need to start up again after 20.
Every other week or something, bro. Because
I might need to start up again. I still bring flowers home though, but it's not like it was every week. So, but I may need to start up again. Flowers. Yeah, so Kiara's high maintenance. Let me see who else did we miss any. But so we get to the final two. I don't think we missed anybody. But do you agree with the eliminations that happened? I want to say eliminations. Use quotation marks. That the two that were up for. I agree with the people that was up for elimination.
Yeah.
I agree with the people. I agree with the people.
I like Sahara. I do agree. I know why they put her there. Like, I understand their reason. So I would agree because no one else would have matched it. Because Sahara did not have a connection with any of them. You didn't see her connect with anybody. And that was the reason that she was really on there, because she was homegirl energy.
And you just see Will
on her neck probably scared him. Ain't no telling.
I try to figure out what did that say. I never saw what it actually said. It's never said. And Will didn't connect with anybody neither. So it's like, he needed to. It's what it. And then Naeem, I think the kid situation scared people away from him.
Yeah, because people liked him. I think not Kiara. True, I think she liked him.
Yeah, True. I think True. Yeah, True liked him.
He had 5 kids either.
Yeah. And that one, and then other person that was True, and True was up because people, she questioned people. They didn't like the interview process.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
the energy. It was her. It was her
yeah,
energy. Yeah.
and I
Not the
saw people.
questions, because the questions would have been fine if she wasn't like, you a hoe, oh, you a player, oh, if it wasn't that, she would the questions, and if she would have smiled with it, like she was very like,
Straightforward.
yeah,
She was stern.
yeah, it's
No
very
jerk.
stern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no jokey-ish she could laugh some of that stuff off, and it came off a different way
yeah.
with him. So, anything else, man? I think this was I'm looking forward to this episode, this season. Right? I think Philadelphia gives us something different. I think East Coast is always a good thing. Nothing against people in the West Coast or down South, but I think Philadelphia is a different city. Is unique. Has a great melting pot of people. So I'm interested to see all the backgrounds and how the other 10 people mix into this. So we to see how it plays out, because I think this season of Ready to Love, I'm excited about it. I want to see it. I want to see it move, and I want to see how it plays out. And I think these I want to say characters, these people, some of these people are really here for the right reasons.
How do you feel about them letting Will and Sahara meet the new other 10 next week? How do you feel about that?
I think I like it. I always like the 20 together, because now it gives me opportunity. Like I think I said earlier with Sahara, these 5 didn't work for her. It may be somebody, another 5 that may work. And I did. At least you give me the opportunity to see everybody and give me opportunity to mix in. Now I feel bad for the person who get eliminated next week if somebody get eliminated, because they didn't have 2 chances. They only had 1. So that's, I know when they started. I think they started doing this like 2 or 3 episodes ago, 2 or 3 seasons ago, where they broke them down to 10s. I'd rather see all 20 at one time.
I want to see them all at the same time, but I guess part of it is you really don't get they're probably together for like 4 or 5 hours, and you probably don't get a chance to see all the people. But it almost feels like next week when they come in, it's almost week 3 when they come in and they all meet together, it's almost like us and them. You know what I mean? Like we 2 different groups.
Right.
It's us against them, when that really shouldn't be how it is, because people competitive. Now I'm looking at my other competition. I already know these people, so for me that's a little I like that they are allowing them to, but I would prefer that they all be able to be together and maybe have 2, like we get 2 episodes before they start eliminating people. Like I feel like they should do something needs to be different. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too. Don't eliminate somebody on the first night. Let some people maneuver and get to meet everybody. At least they know it's like no one was like Glen last season. Didn't even get out the car, right? At least everybody got out the car. Everybody went to, everybody was able to meet up and see each other. So
yeah,
I'm ready to see I'm ready to see if somebody actually may like Will. Saying somebody might actually like.
I don't think he's gonna make it. But we saw Sahara. I don't think he's gonna make it. Sahara made it even to a point where, I don't know, that dark-skinned chocolate dude with the bald head was like, y'all need to get off of Sahara. Y'all need to knock it off. But I bet you he's saying that because of how she cut up, talking about, I'm not fooling with none of y'all. Like, F-U-C-K, all you N-I-G-G-A-S's.
I'm glad you brought that up, because she was. I laughed because I laughed at her because you know what? You don't see people who get eliminated from shows actually go off, right?
I liked it.
I liked it too, because it's like, bump y'all, and the girls were looking like even us, y'all too. Then one of the girls was like, nah, just the ones with the sticks between their legs. She's like, hold on, this is what y'all talking about? Like, hold on, you meet me? She was hot.
She was hot.
That goes back to the street situation you were talking about. Like, she's from, like, she's true to who she is. I'm not gonna let anybody destroy me or tear me down. I'm a fight for mine. So you can tell she has that fight in her, right? And which people actually like. So yeah, we talk about that all the time. Like, if I was on Survivor and I got voted off or they blindsided me, I'm not leaving quietly. Oh, y'all, this what y'all did?
Yeah. Absolutely. And the people be leaving all quiet and modest. And also it makes me think about, she's not one of those people that code switch. Like, that's also one of the things that may be like, she's not a code switcher. I'm not going to be in here giving you somebody that I'm not. She was really mad. I was like, it was a little bit much, but I still liked it. Like, I was glad to see like her standing her like,
some emotion. AD, I know it's a double-edged sword, right? Because when you do that, people have to remember that, she went off. But I think sometimes people are gonna forget, and she has an opportunity to meet 10 different people, or 5 different people who may actually like her. So it'll be we'll see.
And D just said, it makes her look like a sore loser. No, they called her the home girl. Like, I'm the home girl. Like, what? I even said, I wonder if I had gone on Ready to Love, would people see me as the home girl? I mean, I'm a little sultry though when I get myself together, but who I am is who I am. I would show up like, like me. So would I be the person on the bottom? Cause she pretty, but she ghetto. Like, I don't know.
Hey, Nola said it this. She did give the crazy girl vibe. She did give when she went off. She did give the crazy. She did look, but crazy. I just like the emotion. I don't like the act. I like the emotion. The act I thought was a little too much, but the emotion was there. I can't remember the girl from Houston did the same thing. She wouldn't even talk to him.
Dark skin, short
hair. Yeah, she wouldn't even talk to him when she got eliminated.
Yeah, right? She wasn't even talking. I like when people be their normal, natural self. I prefer that. I don't care if it looked wrong, if it seemed mean, now you know who you're dealing with. You don't have to, there's no pretending with her. Like for me, I can appreciate someone being who they really are, because me leaving and being disappointed, oh yeah, I'm just disappointed. That ain't really what she would have felt. So I appreciate people being their true selves.
But I think it's gonna bite her in the butt.
They representatives. That's all they need.
But I do agree with everyone in chat. I think it's gonna bite her in the butt later. I think that's why everybody's gonna want to try to get her off, because they realize who she is. Like, no, I'm not dealing with her. She's a sore loser. And that's why my man probably like, yo, he's fighting for some reason. He might be fighting for because he like her.
He's fighting for her because the people are saying they bringing back what she did. Absolutely.
They bring back what she did.
So D, I just looked at what D said, and she said there's no way, she's giving the homegirl vibe, because there's no way I could take her home with a tattoo on her neck. And it's just stuff like that I just be like, it's just so unfair that we look at how we judge people based on this and not really get to know them. Like, I don't know. We're gonna see. I like ratchet. Okay, I'm low-key ratchet. Not really, but I know how to, I got a regular corporate America job, but I like people who show you who they really are. Like, she might be urban, like she might be, and some of these other people might be too, and then you don't find out until now you all head over heels. Like, I prefer people to tell me and show me who you are. That way I can be like, oh, I don't fuck with you. Like, oh yeah, no, I'm you over there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's just me. I
like good TV.
Huh? I like absolutely. And it's not our life, right? And it's not our life. So
yeah, that's what I like. I like good TV, and it's not my life. Now, would I act like that personally? Probably not, right? Would I go off like that? I'll probably be the person when they get voted off the show. Cool. Just make sure y'all send me my check.
I would, if I got voted off the show, I probably would just be like, well, I appreciate it. I was grateful, because that's really how I be now. Like, I'm just grateful for all these experiences. But mess with my sons, you're going to get me as Sabrina. Okay? Mess with my sons, or Sahara. Her name ain't Sabrina. Who is Sabrina? Mess with my sons, and you straight up getting Sahara hands down. Ain't no questions asked. Yeah. And my sons is old. They old.
I'm going to have to go like Marlo Stanfield. Like, I'm going to have to keep my reputation. My name is my name. So I have to keep that reputation as being calm, cool, and collective. But, for the most part, but there's a switch that's in there. But yo, I thank y'all for rocking with us on this Sunday afternoon. I know it's not the Married at First Sight, but it is. I think we should keep this going, Talisa.
Yeah,
y'all want to keep us the Ready Love panel going? Let us know, and it may just be me and Talisa every week. You never know.
You just never know. It just might be us. But we just have to figure out when it's gonna be, because we also got Married at First Sight. Because what would end up happening is we would get off of here, have a few minutes to go eat, drink, relax a little bit, and be up for Married at First Sight. So we just have to consider.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out the day. I don't mind. We're gonna figure out the day that works for us. Maybe Saturday, even Saturday. But we'll let you guys know when it works for us. We'll let you guys know, and we'll keep this thing going. Make sure you just join us each and every week where we can talk about Ready to Love, because it's good, and we can hold each other accountable. So I'm glad this is here. And I'm glad the new season started. So we got more things to talk about. I know I got Love is Blind coming up this week, so y'all can check that out as well. I know Talisa's like, maybe not.
I don't know them. That first whole 6 that dropped, I'll be like, When I did it last year, I thought, what am I thinking? Having to watch it, record it, edit back to back to back. And then the next week it was 3, I think. And then the next week 3. It was a lot. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so we'll see how far I can get along. And we'll go from there. But thanks y'all for rocking with us. Talise, anything else you got? Book club. People don't know when do it start. I got that question.
Oh, the book club is already in full effect. The book club, we already have our first book. It is and it's really good. I finally started it, and I'm like gonna be finished before it probably. If I got work to do, so I'll probably be finished this week. But all her little secrets by Wanda M. Morris, I believe. So we've already started our first book club meeting is March 1st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard time. So like D Brown is part of it. It's really it's really going to be good. I'm really excited. It is called Black Book Joy. There is an Instagram for it. See, I agree, D. It's really good so far. So far, so good. And it was like almost instantly. She didn't waste no time grabbing us, like immediately in the first like 2-3 pages. You really should probably read it, Glenn, and join this too.
I'm an audiobook person, so guess what? I'm gonna listen to it.
You can listen to it, but you know, I got 2 because everybody is welcome. Everybody's welcome. I don't care what your pronouns are. I don't care how you identify sexually. I don't care them, they, him, her. Everybody is welcome. And I do have 2 men who are part of the book club, but only one of them has said that they will be joining us on March 1st. So Glenn, you really should consider actually being a member.
Maybe Jackie.
You could just come on with Jackie.
Yeah, she may read it together. We may read it before we go to bed at night.
Okay. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's really good. I used to date somebody and he was book club babe. We would read together and talk about the books, and it was one of my favorite things to do. So
yeah,
I think it's a good idea. You should do it. I think I'm
gonna do it. I rock around. So I drive a lot throughout the day, or I'm in different places. I'm always in the car, so I'm always listening to books, audiobooks. My daughter, we share Audible. She's like, Dad, you always listen to motivational self-help books or things. I was like, I like to learn knowledge. Like I'm reading a new book by Dr. Henry Cloud now called Boundaries. So, but there's stuff like that. Might throw that in there.
A little entertainment might do you some good.
It might do me some good.
Yeah, just something, because we're gonna read all the genres. We, depending on what month it is or whatever. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm hoping that people start like recommending books and putting it in there so that. Because in a minute, I will be sending an email like, hey, we need to start thinking about what we read for March. Because we got February, but we need to figure out what we read for March so that people can have the book ahead of time. So, you would be able to like put in your recommendation that you want to read, some Black author.
Yeah, I got you. They do that. I'm gonna answer these questions. D, I'm going for the Chiefs. I like it. I like dynasties. So I like dynasties. So I'm going for the Chiefs. And plus the Eagles beat my Commanders. So
yeah, there you go.
Chief. So Lisa,
I'm just watching the halftime show, and I'm in my bed. I might catch a couple commercials, like I don't know, might take a nap. Ain't no telling. But I will catch like if it's really good and I hear some good stuff happening, and I will open my eyes like, whoa, what's going on?
Decent Eagles over here. Yeah, green hot. I like Saquon Barkley. Hopefully he can, but I like dynasties. Maybe next year. Nah, not next year. Jaden Daniels. But anyway, let's get him out of here. Talisa, I appreciate you. Thanks for rocking with us. Thank y'all for tuning in. Whether you tune in on Talisa's channel or Jack and Glen's channel, we appreciate you guys. And we'll keep doing this each and every week, and we'll let you know what days we rock. And hope y'all enjoy the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, yeah. Have a good Sunday, y'all.
Have a good Sunday, y'all. Peace.